is up, guys? It is Sean. I'm just bringing you another video. Today I want to talk about one thing, or two things actually, RuneScape and World of Warcraft. Some of you know that I have been playing World of Warcraft. I have been, I pretty much can say that I'm done with RuneScape, but I've been seeing a lot of people on there saying, "Oh, RuneScape's better. Oh, RuneScape sucks. World of Warcraft's better." I'm gonna pretty much tell you what I think about both games. I'm pretty much gonna compare them. Um, so yeah, first off, the graphics for RuneScape, it's decent. When it first came out, it was obviously not that great, and over time they came with HD and they brought out more and more stuff, and so on. With World of Warcraft, the graphics are originally good when it came out, a lot better than what RuneScape's was, and now the graphics are gotten a lot better, especially with HD. You got to keep in mind, in fact, that on RuneScape, it's always a third-person view over ahead of you. In World of Warcraft, you can pretty much go into first-person view. You can turn the camera around anywhere you want, pretty much. Obviously, like both games, there's always going to be graphical glitches. RuneScape has them, and I've seen a bunch in World of Warcraft. The community, oh my god. In RuneScape, originally, back in 2007, they were nice and great. I mean, it was okay to trust people, because people didn't take the game that seriously. Except for now, lately, they've become more hard-headed, stubborn, really douchey, especially when it comes to PKers. It's kind of really hard to trust people now, and most people on RuneScape are stupid. I can't say that about World of Warcraft, because I haven't checked on forums and how stupid people are when it comes to updates. Because you know how people, when something fucks up, they're all butthurt about it just because they fucked up one thing and you have to give them time to refix it. Which I kind of found EOC kind of funny when they changed Slayer. People started bitching about it, how it being hard. Even the hard, strong enemies were really too easy to kill. Except when they buffed Mithril Dragons like crazy, people started bitching about it. I mean, okay, yes, it was kind of really easy to kill them, because I could do it without food when EOC first came out. But then they buffed it to where you can only get like 2 or 3, 4 kills in a trip. I mean, I can see why they would do that if it was an accident or not. They should have kept that to keep the whole, like, to make them hard so you can't get the drop, so the drops are a little hard to get. But whatever, it's a stupid community. World of Warcraft's community, I've slightly noticed that they're uptight or childish. I mean, it's like 50-50%. There will be childish people, and then there will be people who are okay, that's like 5%. Then the rest of the percent are people who take the game very fucking seriously. The one thing I noticed about the community for World of Warcraft is people take shit way too seriously. I mean, to the point to where they say if someone's AFK. I mean, I can see how they would report the person if they was AFK from the beginning to the last minute. Then you can report them, but if they're fighting and suddenly they have to go outside and put the dishes away, or not outside, whatever, put the dishes away or throw out the trash, don't be a complete dick and say, "Oh, report this guy, he's AFK," because he has alive. I mean, that's how people take this shit too seriously on here, especially with PvP. The combat in RuneScape, it's based on 8 different skills in order to level it to your highest combat level. I'd say about 6 months to get it, just to get it legitly without botting, if you really tried hard. Except for World of Warcraft, took me 4 weeks tops, not completely doing it, not 24/7, but sitting here going back and forth one game to another, because I get bored of it really quick. The skills on RuneScape, you can do all of them. They're all costly and time consuming, and It's about the same for World of Warcraft, except for you can only have two main skills and then have a secondary. You can choose which ones you do. It's better to choose which ones benefit you, though. Um, the length of their maps, of how big the game is, World of Warcraft is pretty much like 10 times the size of RuneScape's place. Um, quests, I can say RuneScape beats this RuneScape beats World of Warcraft tenfold because they are actually quests. Other than in World of Warcraft, it's go kill these things, or go collect these things, or kill these things, collect these things, or go scout this, or go do that. That's pretty much all it is. It gets fucking repetitive, really boring. Um, the next thing I want to say is dungeon or raid when it comes to RuneScape and World of Warcraft. In RuneScape, they have dungeoneering. It's a skill. It takes about 8 to 20 minutes fast. It used to take like 15 to 30 minutes before EOC. It's not really that hard, fairly easy. And if someone rage quits or AFKs, it's not big of a deal. I mean, you say it's like fucking annoying as hell, but in a dungeon or a raid, it takes about 20 to 40 minutes for a dungeon, and or an hour or 3 for a raid, depending on if people mess up. Um, People get pissed if they AFK, but it's not really that bad. The one thing I've noticed that, I mean, I've only played World of Warcraft for about a month, but a friend of mine who's played it for years, well, quit for a certain amount of time, but then came back. He said that both games have changes where people get pissed off and they don't like it, and I can see why. RuneScape had the wilderness and trade taken away, game changed, and then EOC just pissed off a lot more people. But with World of Warcraft, it was the Cataclysm DLC and higher is because the moment you turn 80 and above, everything, every item, it just buffs your stamina and strength massively. So it's like 1 through 80, your HP is pretty much goes up to like 20k. Then 80 to 90, it goes from 20k to 300k or 400k, depends on what you are. Soundtrack or the music to it, RuneScape's kind of old style, but good memories. I mean, you could sit here and listen to one of the old songs when you first a noob and you have that on. It brings good memories. World of Warcraft, I have to admit, is a lot better. They have it more in depth. PMV or PvP. I mean, PvE. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck the PvE stands for. But RuneScape, it's fairly good. It changed in EOC more equal to the combat triangle with weakness it changes, but they fucked it up. I wish they changed it back. But in World of Warcraft, it's standard. There is no weaknesses, just like what old RuneScape was. PvP in RuneScape, it's fun, fair. Became overpowered in the future, being able to just shit on people with the opposite of what they had. Like, if one person's ranging, they majors can just come up and just rape you. Except for in World of Warcraft, it deals with classes, and you can't just go up to somebody that can easily beat you. Like, warriors can be easily beaten by mages or warlocks. Character differences on the games. RuneScape, no, there isn't. All can be statted the same, except for on World of Warcraft, there's a race and a class, and races have benefits, and classes have the benefits. Other things about the game. RuneScape has both EOC and 07scape now. 07scape just recently came. They have copied off other films and games such as Last Airbenders, Little Mage Movement, achievements taken from WoW and Xbox, Dungeoneering obviously taken from WoW's dungeons, and boss drops, it's the same thing. Um, with World of Warcraft, it's better inventory space holding, mounts to go fly and go as faster. It's only $15 a month just to make up the 11 counts total. Both games still have plenty of glitches, but except for World of Warcraft, has plenty of time to fix glitches because they only have massive DLCs like Cataclysm, Miss of Pandaria, and the Lich King. Only like every 3 years. You might think, oh my god, it's gonna suck because you can probably get it done in like a week? No, you cannot. Um, there's a lot of content to World of Warcraft. Um, and there obviously is other patches where they add in new stuff, like Miss Pandaria came out. It was 5. Then 5.1 where they introduced another dungeon and raid, and then 5.2 where they introduced another dungeon and raid and a world boss. And lastly, the overall my thoughts on it. It has a nice adult community. It's a fairly okay game to play if you're laid back. I mean, most skills are AFKable. It's a great place to make friends. Except for WoW, I mean, it's great graphics and gameplay, and content is a bit weak, but scenery makes up for it. And most players take things way too seriously, like really. So if you want to play a game where you can just lay back and have some fun, it's RuneScape for you. If you want to take a game seriously, World of Warcraft is your type of game. Again, World of Warcraft is more heavily into PvP and PvM or E, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, RuneScape's more of a laid back, do whatever you want, have friends. Just keep in mind, if you're probably watching this and you're probably saying, oh, whatever, both games are dead. Well, keep in mind that every fucking game or game series is gonna end up dying. RuneScape end up getting fucked over. World of Warcraft end up getting fucked over with updates. COD games, Modern Warfare 1 or COD 4 or whatever, was probably the best that people would say, but they still end